has New York City become a laughingstock due to a recent surge in crime? Well, Big Apple Mayor Eric Adams seems to think so. During an NYPD mass and breakfast, Adams said the dysfunctionality of our city has cascaded throughout the entire country.
And that's not all. 2 days before the breakfast, Mr. Adams seemed to blame the violence on traffic cops' failure to patrol the streets.
We have to do a better job. As you know, we have been dealing with a real crisis of gun violence. We want to get our traffic enforcement personnel involved and send a real message out to all of our police commanders that public safety include vehicle crashes. And we have to get engaged, and that's the message I'm going to give to the police commissioner.
More engagement with traffic crashes.
How about a broken window policy?
Right.
How about sending guys to prison?
Yep. Dr. Rachel Wisniewski and Stacey Washington rejoin us to talk about it. Stacey, just a couple of the points that Bob was just talking about.
Well, so yeah. So let's say we just arrived here on a spaceship from another planet. And so we don't know anything about policing. We don't know much about crime. So we're going to approach it with kind of a haphazard, like, well, this is what I think might work. These human beings look interesting. Let's try something. Let's try this or that. We just throw things up against the wall, see what sticks. But then there's Mayor Eric Adams, who's been in New York his entire life. And he was there when Mayor Rudy Giuliani took care of crime. He's been there for the Broken Windows policing program, as Bob mentioned. In other words, he is aware of what works. So why isn't he doing it? Because of ideology. He doesn't want to tick off the far left members of his party who have brought this carnage on New Yorkers. So what he has to do is he has to decide who he's going to be, a representative of the far left or a born and bred New Yorker who's going to bring safety back to those streets. He's got to pick the latter.
Yeah. Rachel, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I totally agree with Stacey. I mean, if you look at one of the oldest theories in deterring crime, one of the main things is the certainty of being caught. That is the most powerful element of deterrence theory. And if the mayor was serious about deterring crime in his city, he would make sure that his police force was funded and given everything that they needed and felt support so that they could go out and do that proactive policing that is going to lead to a decrease in crime. I think it's a lot of lip service, and he should certainly be putting in place policies and supports for his law enforcement officers and agencies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm concentrating more on vehicle crashes is not going to stop, the 73-year-old who was thrown to the street in an effort to rob him just, 2 days ago here?
Yeah.
Or the little 3-year-old who was sucker punched in the stroller as her mom walked down the street.
Yeah, the mom did go tackle him, right? Was that the one?
Yeah.
Where she went? Yeah.
That will make a difference.
Yeah, we have to put more moms on the streets.
Put more moms on the street. Yes.
that would solve it, by the way. But it just seems to me to go back to being tougher on crime. The broken window policy worked. It worked for Giuliani. It worked for Bloomberg. And when did that go away?
Yeah. And if you break the law, you go to jail and you don't get out.
There's an idea. Yeah. And at cash bail, don't have cash, don't get bail. Fine. Dr. Rachel Wisniewski and Stacey Washington, thank you so much.